Hey, what's going on, friends? Welcome to another episode of The Trevor Ohlsen Show, episode number 3 on September 26, 2020. I am your host, Trevor Ohlsen. How are you doing? Are you hanging in there? Getting through the pandemic? Are you? Have you taken advantage of this time of rest for some? Have you, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, always got to stretch during the initial recording, not prior. Have you taken advantage of the pandemic? Have you finally got in shape? You fat fuck. Just kidding. But have you? A lot of people out there right now, during this time, they've got their shit together. Other people, everything fell apart. Everything. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well it is Saturday, September 26th. Little overcast today. It is becoming fall by the second, even though, we're in fall, technically. But just watching all the leaves go, they're going quick. The yard is starting to fill up, and I already want to go back to summer. But that's just me. As I think you guys already know, I'm a summer guy, and I like the seasons, but it's kind of like what Daniel Tosh said. He said, yeah, I like seasons too. That's why I live in a location where it skips all the shitty ones, which is a valid point. Because we got the long winters here, beautiful fall, beautiful spring, beautiful summer. Just, it's all short-lived. It's all change. Change is good, I suppose. But I oppose change, and it's scary. Change is scary. I should warn you, if you hear a bird squawking its fucking beak off in the backgrounds, because we have my uncle's bird at our house right now. Just temporarily, we have to watch him. So if you hear a little tweet, it has a shrill, I don't know what you want to call it, shriek. Like if it's speaking. If it was a person, it would be like, hey! Hey! Like, that's what it would be like. But I don't know what kind of bird it is. It's a nice bird. He's a good bird. What did you guys do this week? I will let you know what I did. Well, first off, I've been hanging out with my sister and her boyfriend a lot. Again this week. We've been hanging out for like the last 2 weeks. It's been super fun. It's been really nice, actually. I love hanging out and spending time with them. And we've just been watching movies, and we've been eating out every time I'm there. I was there last night. It was actually Shane's birthday. He left though. He abandoned my sister after being gone for 7 weeks. That fuck. And he went off, but it was his birthday yesterday, so we couldn't say anything to him. And he went off to have a guy's weekend with some old college friends, and I'm sure he's having a great time. Father of the year, Shane. But I was there last night, and my sister ordered. I went there after a workout, and my sister. Oh, there's the bird. You hear it? There it is. Hey! 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 It really wants to come out of its cage because my uncle has it out of its cage all the time. But we have 2 cats, and our cats will fucking murder that bird. That bird will be a nice little supper for them kitty cats, them pussy cats. What a funny name, pussy cats. What if dogs were just called penis dogs? We got your pussy cat and your penis dog, and over here we got the clitoris lizard and the scrotum brook trout. Uh, Speaking of scrotum brook trout, so I'm at my sister's last night, and she ordered. We wanted to do a fish fry because it was Friday, and that's what you do around these parts. You get a Friday fish fry, and we had Damien's. And I pass Damien's all the time. I drive past it literally every time I go to work out, literally, and but it's a takeout place, and I've actually never been inside it. I've had it like one time. I've heard nothing but good things. And guys, if you're in the area, they fucking killed it. It was excellent, excellent food. We ordered the perch and the cod. That's right, the perch and cod, with some fries, some coleslaw, the whole Friday fish fry deal. Do you guys do fish fries elsewhere amongst the country? Where do you? Is that just a Midwest thing? But Damien's, excellent job, fantastic. The batter was crunchy. It wasn't soggy. The fish at all. The tartar sauce was good. Even the buns that came with it were just soft and fluffy and delicious. And excellent job, Damien's. Good job. So I did that last night. And we ended up watching. My niece likes to watch zombies, and so we watched the first one last week, and she really wanted to watch it again, or not. She wanted to watch the second one. She's already seen them all two of them. I think there's two, and so we put it on for a half hour, and then she went to sleep because it was getting late. So we put her to bed, but and then we tossed on The Social Dilemma. Have you seen that? That'll leave you feeling good. It left a bad taste in my mouth. If for those of you haven't seen it, it's just a documentary on Netflix, and essentially it is about how big tech companies are manipulating our data for money. You know, they collect all of our data, and then they use these algorithms and AI to fucking push out everything that they know we'll like, and that we'll buy. And also, it's all this. There's so much discord being pushed to people. I don't know. I won't get too into it, but I would definitely recommend watching it. I turned off all the notifications on my phone after I watched it. Every time it kept saying stuff, I'd be like, oh no. It was talking about YouTube and all the different things that it does to. And I'm not naive. I'm not stupid. Clearly, I know that they're watching you. They fucking know me probably better than I know myself. By they, I mean them. It's very specific. But yeah, it was just it left a bad taste in my mouth, and honestly, it left me feeling a little pessimistic about the future. But I think if we open our eyes to it, and through education and understanding that these big tech companies are new at this sort of level, we've never had the technology that we have, and we just need proper ethical regulations. That's all, as far as I can tell. As a 25-year-old living in my parents' basement, that's what I tell. That's what I know. Ethical regulations. We need them. We need them because it's fucking up the youth. It's making all of us fucking be at each other's throats. And and there's this 8 people raking in $12 billion a day. And I don't know. I don't think they're evil. I don't think they're evil. I just, they're just people, and people, they want money, but again, this is just new. We've never had to deal with it before, and so we need proper ethical regulations. And hey, so big tech companies, fucking get to it. Oh, you probably just heard a nice ding there. People are messaging. Oh, I got a message from an old friend, out of the blue. Let's see what it says. She sent me a picture. Can I open it on here? I can't. Let me pull it up. There's only one of me, and there's only one of you. Why did I got the text on my computer, and not my phone. Oh, my phone's in airplane mode. That's right. Oh, yeah, fucking it all up. Hold on. There we go. Sorry. Anyway, I'll look at that later. But yeah, Social Dilemma. Go check it out. It's on Netflix. Very well done. It'll make you want to take a hammer to your iPhone and shove it down some guy who works at Big Tech's throat and just, what the fuck were you thinking? You weren't thinking. They weren't thinking. That's all right. Yeah, so watch Zombies. Had Damien's fish fry. Excellent. Did a leg workout yesterday. Get a little water here. Did a leg workout. And holy titties! It was tough. What did I do? I started off with, I warmed up just through body weight lunges, like 3 or 4 sets of 20, just getting the legs warmed up. You don't want to go in cold. And once I was warmed up, hopped on leg press, did a couple more warm-up sets, and then just did 4 working sets at 12, about 1.5-minute rest periods in between, 1.5-minute, 2-minute rest periods, rather. Excuse me. And did that, went over to the Smith machine, tossed some plates on it, and did 3 sets of weighted lunges. And on the Smith machine, that's great because you can really isolate your quad and your glute in particular for for each leg individually. And I did that, and then I did 3 sets of 12 squats just with the plates, which on a Smith machine is like 115 pounds total, so nothing much. Very slow and controlled. Big squeeze, squeezing my ass. All the ladies looking at my ass being squeezed. Just kidding. There was one dude there. This big fucking guy too. He was squatting 315. I was squatting 115. I said, that's right. That's right. I didn't say anything to him. I was trying to be funny. So I went from that exercise, and then I went to hip extensions, and those are some of my favorite. That's probably my favorite movement. Go very heavy on that. I only went up to 225, but that works your glutes and your hamstrings, and which is good because, like I've said in the past, if you have strong glutes, strong hamstrings, it's gonna actually help with lower back issues. That way if you have a strong ass, your lower back won't compensate too much, which is good. But I almost threw up twice at the end. I got super lightheaded and really nauseous from the workout. And then my mom wanted me to pick up whipped cream and Cool Whip. And while I'm in Super 1, I just got like hot and clammy. And I had my jacket on. And my mask was making me fucking claustrophobic. And I'm not a claustrophobic guy. I have no problem with claustrophobia. No problem. I like being in crowds. But I pulled the old maskaroo down a couple times, and so breathe. But it was just it was just from the workout. I didn't have any food in me. I needed something. I pushed out a lot, and I needed some fuel. So I grabbed a couple Cliff Bars while I was there too, and some peanut butter, because if you know me, you know I fucking love peanut butter. My sister, if you haven't seen this, I haven't told this story on here. I hope you guys are loving this podcast. I got to tell you, I'm loving it. I'm having a great time. It feels very real. Music to me feels very real. And this does too, because it's just me being unfiltered. So I hope you guys are really liking the show. I'm really liking it, which makes me super happy, just because I just don't like posting just lame pictures, and I don't want to put out shitty content. And I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast doing this, so I hope you guys dig it. Again, if you want to reach out to the show, shoot me a message. Please do. Send me your nudes at thetrevorolsenshow@gmail.com. I'll repeat it again. thetrevorolsenshow@gmail.com. And again, if you'd like to support this podcast, head over to my website, trevorolsen.com. you'll see a podcast section, and there's a little click support here, or what is it? If you'd like to support the podcast, it says click here. Then you can click there, click here, and it'll go to the link, and that way, and then you can choose from supporting me 99 cents per month, like $1 per month, $3 a month, or $10 a month. And that'd be excellent. Also, if you want access to the exclusive Patreon bonus episodes, that are exclusive to Patreon, you can head over to patreon.com/Trevor Ohlsen, and it's the same concept. You can support me monthly, $3, $5, or $10 per month, which would be a great help because I want to monetize this podcast as much as possible so that I can make some fucking money, so that I can keep doing it. And if I could make a full-time living off podcasting and music, I'd be a happy little guy. I would. I'd be very thrilled. So head over there if you're interested. And again, please reach out to the show. I'd like to do a section where I am chatting with you guys. So shoot me a message at thetrevorolsenshow@gmail.com. Where was I? Almost throwing up in Super One Foods. Oh, peanut butter. So yeah, I got a couple things of peanut butter, but two Christmases ago? Yeah, it wasn't last Christmas. 2 Christmases ago, on a night like tonight, my sister and Shane got me a commercial-sized container, a restaurant-sized container, rather, of peanut butter. 35 pounds of peanut butter, and let me tell you, it was fucking awesome. I ate it, by the way, by myself in 4 months. Yeah. A lot of people think I have a problem or an addiction, but to those people, I say, I say like the bird, what do you know about addiction? I don't know. But yeah, I eat peanut butter every day, like at least 2-3 times a day. Oh, this fucking bird. Yeah. What else? What else did you guys do this week? I'll tell you some more shit that I did. You're my dad up there. You can go home now. You're noisy. Yeah, fuck that bird. Just kidding. It's a nice bird. It's a sweet bird. Uncle John, if you hear this, and you won't, your bird's fucking noisy. Fuck. So we have a Roomba. On a side note here, we have one of those little robot vacuums. We live with a robot, and isn't that crazy to say? Technically speaking, I live with a robot, an actual robot that has our house mapped out perfectly. It knows what rooms, it knows everything. It knows the house, square footage, everything better than we do. It's crazy living with robots. But the fucking thing hasn't been working, just hasn't turned on. And so I was like, what's going on there? So I fixed that up. I just needed some cleaning. The home base needed cleaning, and the whole thing needed cleaning. It's insane the amount of hair that thing collects. It collected more when our dog Tucker was alive, and he died back in July. Oh, Tucky boy, he was too young. Just kidding. He was almost 13, and he was a big dog. He was a great dog. He had a great life, and but he shed a small dog's worth of hair every day. And so, I mean, I was blown away at the amount of hair that this thing would collect. The bin would get filled up every day, every time, not every single time it would go throughout the house. The whole entire bin would be completely filled with hair. And I was like, my God, we're living like fucking animals. How much hair can these animals shed? Then we got 2 cats as well, and they're shedding all the time. It'd be nice to have a dog that didn't shed. You guys have dogs that don't shed? Our neighbor does. Our neighbor has a Labradoodle, and doesn't shed at all. And she's the sweetest dog. She's the sweetest doggy. Her name's Izzy, and oh, great dog. But yeah, we watched my sister's dog again, Gunner. And he's always over here. He's like a second. He's like a yeah. He's just always here. What else did I do this week? Well, I've been doing a lot of reading. I'm reading a good handful of books. This is the first time in my life where I'm reading multiple books simultaneously. Usually, well, when I was younger and in high school in particular, I read one book. And you're assigned more than one book. I know that throughout high school. And yeah, I read one. So I didn't really have an appreciation for it. I didn't really care for it, to be honest. But as I've gotten older, as a 25-year-old adult living in my parents' basement, I have come to really appreciate education immensely, way more than in my past. And so, what am I reading? I'm reading, I'm reading one called. I'm trying to read this one. I've heard a lot about it. It's what the fuck is it? Let me grab it. Oh yeah. It's called The Picture. Oh fuck! I just ran over my foot with my chair that has wheels. My wheelchair. The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. That crazy nut of a hedonist. No, he's considered, as far as I'm aware, a literary genius, particularly in the late 19th century. I mean, he was pretty revered for his work. And so I'm having a little bit of a difficult time getting through it. Sound like a rapper. Of a difficult time getting through it. Dorian Gray. Maybe it's just the way it's written, because it's written in, the 1800s. So it has a different feel to it. And my little monkey brain has a tough time wrapping its monkey hands around each word and fucking squeezing the life out of them like monkeys do. Yeah. So I'm trying to get through that. I'm maybe 50 pages in. It's all right. So far, but it's a classic it's considered his best work. So don't take my word for it, or don't. Yeah. If you want to read it, I would still definitely recommend reading it. Another book I'm reading is this one by, what's his name? I got it right here. Pat Flynn. This was lended to me by a friend. It's called Superfans. It's essentially about building an audience, and so I could use all the tips and tricks there, so that people actually enjoy the show. But I've actually been. Oh yeah, I'm reading. I think I might have talked to you guys about this book already, but I'm rereading this book by Johann Hari called Lost Connections. Excellent book on depression and anxiety and the unexpected. What's it called? It's like Lost Connections and unexpected solutions to depression and anxiety, basically. Johann Hari. It's spelled Johhann. Yeah, Johann. Just type that in if you're interested. If you're depressed or anxious, I would definitely recommend that book. As someone who was just curious about it because I saw him on Rogan. It's excellent, and he actually follows me on Instagram, which is cool. I tagged him in the book because I posted it on my story, and I was like, every person should read this book because it really is eye opening and it's incredibly well done. And this fucking bird. And and he replied back to me with a little heart emoji. And I said, Johann, thanks for reaching out, friend. Dig your work. Blah, 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 blah. And then he followed me. But I think he just followed me because he's gay and he thinks I'm attractive. And I say that confidently because in one of his prior posts, he said he can only look at shirtless men on Instagram for so long. And so I think he just follows a lot of dudes that he's attracted to. And I think, not to toot my own horn, but I think the guy wants to fuck me. No. Just kidding. I'm a huge fan of his work. And so I would definitely recommend that book. What else was I reading? Any other good ones? There's a hand. I have so many books that I want to read. I'm kind of all over the place. I just got this one called The Madness of Crowds. Haven't started that. It's by Douglas Murray. He was just on Rogan. I'm trying to read this book called A Short History of Nearly Everything by Bill Bryson. I think that's how you say it. Bill Bryson. But it's on Audible. It's like an 18-hour book, and it's well done. I'm just getting hooked into other books, and so a lot of books, fucking all over the place. Let me get some water here. Sorry about that bird, guys. But actually, I'm not sorry. If you're that fucking egotistical to say, how dare he record a podcast with a bird in the background? He knows I hate birds. Listen to him. Yeah, he's going, fuck you. Fuck you. Yes, saying that to you guys. What else? Been doing, guys. The album is getting close. I know I talked about this on one episode, but it might have been on the Patreon episode, but I don't know. Fuck it. I'm talking a lot, so I can't keep track of what I say. But the album is coming along. I've been working on one for 6 months, and it's getting there, guys. It's close. I've been mixing, so everything's recorded. It's getting close. Now I went through and I mixed every song with every track, and then now I'm going back through and I'm tightening up the screws, knocking the rust off even more, and it's getting there. And I honestly, I'm super pumped for you guys to hear it. But it's definitely my best stuff as far as like production quality and songs. It's very good. It's better than anything I've put out before. And so I'm super pumped for you guys to hear it. The game plan, as far as I'm aware, is from what I'm thinking, is get it out by early 2021. So I mean September, October, November, December. So like 3 more months of work. I'll be done before 3 months, but I have to send all the tracks off to get mastered. And to my buddy Alex Seguin, who I met through Tyler Ward. Alex is an awesome guy. He's very talented. He's good at what he does, and he's from Canada. He's one of the nicest dudes too. And he's got his own podcast called In the Red. But he got into recording, and then he works with Hunter Hayes. I met Hunter Hayes through him and got to hang out with him. I had a beer with him in Nashville when I was there, and cool guy. He's shorter than I thought. Not that I thought he was a fucking tall stud in the first place. Imagine that. He comes in, he's like 7'8". Imagine being 7 foot tall. My God, the inconvenience of it. Like, I'm 5'11", and I like to, when people ask me how tall I am, I say 6 foot because, I want to have sex more. Because there's that classic stereotype. It's like, oh my God, if he's not 6 foot, ew, gross. And then guys come back and be like, well, if she's more than 120, gross bitches. Like, it's like, hey, fucking settle down. But yeah, I say I'm 6 foot. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm 155, 6 foot. I'll say I'm 175, pure muscle. 0% body fat. I'm barely surviving. My friend Diade at Anytime Fitness, she's the manager there, new manager, and she's like, "Do you want to be part of?" She was like, "Yeah, we're doing a new fitness challenge where we're trying to get people to lose 10% body fat." and I'm like 7% already. So I'd be like, oh, good. So your program would murder me. You'd be a murderer. I'd be on my deathbed in the hospital, 0% body fat. It really works. It's great. You gotta try it. They got this new scanner at the gym, and it measures body fat and it measures everything. I don't know what else could it measure. I don't know. Dick size, guts that. It's the angle of your foot. I don't know what it does, but they actually asked me to come in and do it early for like a Facebook Live thing. But they were like, you got to come in early, and you can't eat and you can't drink anything, like I think other than water. And I'm so in my routine that I was like, well, I want to drink my coffee in the morning, and I don't, and then I slowly died. No, I didn't end up doing it, and then I asked her, I was like, well, I can just do it later for free. And they're like, no, it costs money. I was like, they're like, it's like $25 per scan. I was like, fuck, $25? The fuck do you think you're scanning? Jeez. Just want to weigh myself and see how much body fat I got. But it's a cool machine. It's I'll probably do it. Hopefully I can be a little persuasive and be like, I've been a member here for a long time, and maybe you should just fucking do it for free. Whip out my gun. Hold them hostage so I can determine my exact body fat percentage. Just kidding. Don't do that. It's a nice gym. They've done a good job there. I like it. There's things I like about it, and there's things I don't like about it. Because, first up, like, I like the old, like, clanging and banging gyms. Just old school equipment, like, kind of dark lighting, no AC, and there's just fucking monsters in there. We've been, at it for 10 years, and they're just big men and jacked women. Those are my favorite gyms. And, there's one in town here called Forever Fitness that has that vibe, and I really like that gym. But, just as far as traveling, I'm hanging on to my Anytime Fitness membership. One, because I'm grandfathered in, and I only have to pay, I think, like $33 per month. Excuse me, instead of the $50 that they charge now. But either way, it's like $50, whatever, $600 a year for your health. Just fucking do it. Go do it. It's like the best in $600 you'll ever spend. It's $600. It's not $60,000. Obviously, I get that people's budgets are tight and everything, and I respect that. But I just think health is it's your body. It's your temple, and so it should be a central priority, and you shouldn't be afraid to invest money into getting a gym membership. But Anytime Fitness is, they're very clean. They're very neat. There's a lot of old people there, a lot of old fucks that, I've come to be friends with. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just around here, but the demographics of the area. But there's just a lot of old people. There's not a whole lot of young people. It's also the population. There's, a small town of 8-something thousand. It's like I see the same people in there every day, which is nice, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's like I'm such an extrovert that I want to be around new people. Like I really gain energy just being in crowds, being around people. Probably because I'm a little vain and narcissistic, I'm realizing about myself. I don't think I'm a narcissist. I don't. Because I looked up the definition and I don't fit all the categories. Let's see. Narcissistic. So, definition. Come on. Come on, baby. Definition. Narcissistic personality disorder is a medical condition. One of several types of personality disorders. It's a mental condition in which people have an inflated sense of their own importance, deep need for an excessive attention and admiration, troubled relationships, and a lack of empathy for others. No, I have empathy for other people. I did a personality test by Jordan Peterson's personality test, which, as far as I'm concerned, is the most legitimate one out there. You actually have to pay money to use it. It's like $15, but it's done by, it was made by 3 or 4 of the best scientists, in the world. And it said I was low in compassion, and which I didn't like hearing. And he even says that. He's like, hey, just so you know, you do this test, you probably won't like it because it's going to give you actual results. And it's not that I'm not compassionate for people. Maybe it is, but because I want everyone to be, I want the best for everyone. But when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, if I see someone who's I don't know, just doesn't have their shit together and their whole life is falling apart, lots of times I'm just like, well, you probably fucking did it to yourself, you dumb fuck. And that's not always the case. Some people, they're raised in a shitty environment. Their parents fucking suck, like abuse, emotional, physical, all this stuff. But like when you see someone who's, I don't know, man. Maybe I think I need to practice being more compassionate. But yeah, I'll look at someone whose maybe life isn't going that well, and I go, well, your choices led up to you, not having a good life. So get your shit together, regroup, and figure it the fuck out. That's what I do. Whereas like someone with a heart and a soul who's high in compassion would be like, oh my God, I need to help this person. Like, what can I do to help this person? But I'm trying to, that's something I'm working on. I've realized that I am thinking about myself all the time. And I think, I'll take responsibility for that. And I think partially it's because, from what I can tell, we in the West have a very individualistic way of looking at life. It's, you see the fucking Instagram inspiration quotes. It's like, pull yourself up from your bootstraps. And it's like, what if you don't got fucking boots? Huh? No straps. I can't pull it up. Where was I going with that? Fuck me. I got distracted because my mom is outside and I was waiting for her to wave at me. But no, I guess I just, oh yeah. So I tend to like always be focusing on myself rather than thinking a little more, rather being more community oriented and collective in my thought. And I want, like, I honestly, pardon me, as much as, I have my neighbors and we love our neighbors here, but I don't really feel part of a community. And it's kind of a bummer for me because I'm realizing the importance of community and, kind of being on a team and, having your tribe. And so I'm trying to put myself out there more and stop thinking on such an individualistic level paradigm. And I just want to be a bit more community oriented. I want to stop fucking thinking about myself all the time. And I want to do something for other people. You know what I mean? Like, I guess this podcast is a way for me to kind of, I don't know, get these thoughts off my chest and hopefully, like, the main reason I'm doing this is because it's, first off, I think it's fun for me, but I just want, like, I want to give, when I do music because it's a form of service and I love it. And I really want to just give to you guys something good. Like, I want you guys to have, it's like, John Mayer, like he was my first big inspiration. This motherfucking bird. My God, he's screaming like the cats are going to kill him. I hope they do. I hope they fucking evolve with little thumbs and they open up the cage and they just fuck that bird up. I don't. No, bumping shit. I got distracted again. Damn it. I was just going to say something good too. All right, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go back to what I said and then I'm going to fucking get right back at it. Yes. So I was saying, John Mayer. He, when I like, for example, his song "In Your Atmosphere." He was one of my first big influences, and like he gave me a feeling when when you get chills and all the hair stands up on your arms and the back of your neck, and you feel, it's this sense of awe and wonder and amazement. And I just thought, man, if that's what I want to do for people. I want to give people a feeling like that because it really affected me major. It affected my life. It made me want to go into music. It made me want to. It was very real to me. And so with this podcast and with music, I just want to uh, be doing something built on a foundation of service and humility and just doing good things for other people instead of always just looking out for myself and thinking for myself. Because I do think that I'm a bit vain and I'm a bit narcissistic to some degree. Maybe not narcissistic, but maybe just a little too self-involved. And I know that getting involved with a community of some sort can really help with that. That's actually, I started going to my cousin's church, and actually he invited me out to they do a corn maze little event, little corn maze event, little corn maze event every year with their church. And I started going to his, and so I might go to that after this. They're doing it from 1 to 5. Right now it's 10:54 a.m. And so I might go join them there because as I've been going to church my whole life, which you probably find hard to believe because of my foul mouth. But yeah, I've been going to Our Savior's Lutheran Church my whole life, and I don't know, just as I've gotten older, the church is sort of the members have sort of dropped. Well, I don't know. It's just that I've never really felt part of a community there, and I think that's just on me because I didn't really know that I was searching for that up until now. And so I started with quarantine kicked in, and everyone stopped going to church because it wasn't open, and so I haven't been there in a while. But my cousin invited me to his church, and it's this nice little basement church gathering. It's literally in somebody's basement that they converted into a church, and we're in this room, all close, tight knit, breathing in each other's breath and getting COVID. And hopefully not. Nice big breath into the mic. But I really felt kind of a part of the community there. And I want that. I want to feel a part of the community. And I'm realizing that as I get older, the importance of it. And I want to do something more for the community around here. Yes, sir. And yeah, so maybe I'll go out today after this podcast is done. I gotta go upload it places and do my thing. But maybe I'll go out there and help and try not to be so self-centered and focused. But as far as being self-centered and focused, it's really come in handy as far as like building up, getting better at music and getting better at talking in front of people. And, you have to. I'm just fucking working hard. And every day I don't work hard, I feel like a piece of shit. So I work hard every day. And when I work hard, I'm thinking of myself and I'm thinking of my career and I'm thinking of how can I get better? How can I do this? How can I do that? And so it's self-involved, yes, but we all have to be self-involved to some degree, or I mean, we're just gonna be fucking fat and dead. So I don't know. It's a balance, man. It's getting that balance. Life's a balancing act. It's a balancing act. I haven't played a live show, you guys, since February when I did the Bay College Theater. The Bessie Center Theater in Escanaba, Michigan. Coming at you live. Trevor Ohlsen from Escanaba, Michigan. It was a good time. And I feel rusty. I gotta knock the rust off as far as live show. But as far as my album, guys, like I'm pumped to live show wise to perform all the songs, and I have to figure out how to do them because I've always just done an acoustic show, kind of like Ed Sheeran. And I love acoustic shows. I really do. They're so vulnerable and they're so real. But I also like all these songs. They have a lot going on in the track with in the album version, and I want people to experience them in their entirety. And so I have to figure out like backing tracks and stuff like that. It's something new to me, which is good because it's gonna be a new challenge for me, and it should be good. So hopefully that comes out in 2020. Well, hopefully it will come out. I gotta sneeze. Trying to talk. Am I gonna sneeze? Let's see. It might be passing. It's still there though. I'm pressing my finger up against my nose. Why does that work? I gotta look that up. Why does pressing my finger against my nose stop me from getting pregnant? That's what popped up. Why does pressing my finger against my nose stop me from getting pregnant? Is that a fact? Is that a fact? Fake news. No, it's real. It is. I promise. Let's see. Why does holding your nose stop you from sneezing? What happens is that all the pressure has to go somewhere, so it blows right out your asshole. If you keep the mouth or nose closed, the generated pressure will back up into your head, your sinus, and your navel. Right into the navy. Your nasal cavity or down the throat, back into the chest, into the intestines, out the asshole. I added the intestines and asshole part, but I think that's how it works. Oh, yeah. About 47 minutes in, folks. Again, yeah, please reach out to the show. I want to say this again. Send your comments. Send your questions. Send your thoughts. Send your nudes to the Trevor Ohlsen Show at gmail.com. I have a Hotmail account. And as well, I've got a fucking bunch of emails for different things, but I'm trying to sound like a professional, man. I got like 8 emails, man. Got a stuffy nose. COVID. And yeah, I remember I gave somebody my email and I was like, it's blah, 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 blah at hotmail.com. And they looked at me like I was a fucking poverty-stricken, indentured servant. You still use Hotmail? Bro, you gotta update that. What are you fucking indentured? What does indentured mean? Indentured servant. I mean, I have a good understanding of what that is, but I like to know the definitions of things. Indentured definition. Learning things here on the Trevor Ohlsen Show. Indenture means to bind someone by an indenture as an apprentice or a laborer. Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, please reach out to the show at the Trevor Ohlsen Show at gmail.com. Again, if you'd like to support this podcast so that I can keep on doing this and someday move out of my parents' basement, you guys can support the podcast monthly at, I need to figure out a way to like say this appropriately. What's the fastest way you guys can support me? Well, I'll just say this again from now. Maybe I can figure out a more efficient way. But if you're listening to this on Spotify, bro, you can just, I know it's right in the description. There's a support this podcast option and you click on it. But for now, I will say, head on over to TrevorOhlsen.com. Ohlsen, Ohlsen. If you spell it wrong, I've had so many people misspell my name throughout my life, but I'm just fucking used to it. Head over to TrevorOhlsen.com, click on the podcast section. It's going to drop you down to a section that says Trevor's Podcast, The Trevor Ohlsen Show, is out now. And then beneath that, it says, want to support the show? Tap here. And then you click the here button. And then it's going to take you to anchor.fm/Trevor-Ohlsen/support. And it's going to take you to a little page where it says The Trevor Ohlsen Show. And it says support. And there should be an option that just pops up where you can support the show, support your podcast for 99 cents, like $3 or $10 per month. Also, again, if you'd like access to the 52, well, there's only one right now, but there will be 52 because I have made the decision that I'm going to be disciplined with this like a fucking adult, and I'm going to do this 3 days a week, every week for at least a year to see what happens. And so, and then hopefully, hopefully longer. I just gotta keep doing it. It's fun, hey Trevor, stop being a fucking child. Grow the fuck up. Don't be a bitch and just be disciplined and do it. That's how I do things. That's how I need to be a little more compassionate to myself as well. I bully myself because I make me do what I put my mind to, and I'm a million leagues above you. Rap God, Eminem. You can also, if you want access to the Patreon, hear my mom. Oh yeah, bonus episodes. Head over to patreon.com/Trevor Ohlsen, and you can support the podcast and gain access to the exclusive episodes there for, I think, $3, $5, or $10 per month. These are the best ways to monetize the podcast, and it's the best ways that you guys can support me. Like I said, I mean, if I had 1,000 people doing even $3 per month, that's a $3,000 income per month for me. If I do the math correctly, that's $36,000 a year, and that'd be fucking great. And then maybe I could fucking move out like an adult. I kind of feel like a loser living here. I think I just get in my own head too much about it. But I didn't move out. I left. I have no problem traveling. My God, neighbors here got the fucking noise. Welcome to the noisiest podcast from the UP of Michigan, man. Yeah, it's noisy. That's all right. I dig it. Unfiltered, uncut, transparent, all day, every day. Yeah, I just, living here, it's comfortable, I guess. No, it is. But I'm mentally ready and financially on the way to moving out. So, yeah. But I dig it here. I try, I'm fucking busting my ass every week. So if I was just sitting down here eating Cheetos, Cheeto dust on my cock, getting fat, and being lazy, then maybe I'd feel, well, then I for sure feel like a loser. But no, I'm just gotta keep working at it. So if you'd like to support me directly, patreon.com for the 52 bonus episodes per year. There's only one up right now, but I'm doing a weekly one. And again, as you guys are starting to fucking figure out, because you're so bright and brilliant, and you're listening to me, this fucker talk, Saturdays and Wednesdays for the Trevor Ohlsen Show. Also, of course, music. If you want to, the best way to support me there is obviously you can buy the albums, buy the tracks. That's gonna help me the most compared to streaming. But believe me, I love streaming music. I fucking stream it all the time, every single day. But if you want to support me as most as possible, head over to iTunes.com and you can buy my album there. You can buy all the singles there that you dig. But if not, just listen to them all for free online, you cheap fuck. You cheap fuck. You can't afford $1.29 when you're at Wendy's dropping $6.78 on a fucking, I was going to say McGriddle. That's how much I eat fast food. Oh, you're so holy, man. You don't eat fast food. I'm not giving you my money, you fucking, vain, narcissistic asshole. All right. Uh, but yeah, I'm having a great time doing this, guys. I love that I can just fucking yell into this mic and have a good time. And this is, it feels like the most real thing I've done in a while. Because I was just getting jaded about social media in general and everything like that. On a side note, one last thing I wanted to talk about, just very briefly. Did you guys hear about the old TikTok, the TikTok Benadryl challenge? How fucking stupid are people? Really? Okay. Well, there was the Tide Pod challenge. Everyone who did that, I hope they fucking died so that we don't have to deal with their stupid fucking brains messing up the economy. You know, oh, what's your input? Jim has some input. It's like, well, Jim did the Tide Pod challenge, and so I just don't think any of his opinions or perspectives are valid after that. What was there? There's the Tide Pod challenge, like all these, the cinnamon challenge. Remember that one? I love. In that book I'm reading, this Super Fans. It's like, create a challenge for your fans and bring people together and and so yeah. What's the Trevor Ohlsen challenge? Go do something good for you. Here's a good challenge for you fucks. Go out there. Here's 30 days. Do something you love for 30 days. No, for a year. Do something you love once a week for a year. There you grow. There you go. There you grow. You're welcome. Huh? This fucking what is this Benadryl challenge? Let me see. TikTok Benadryl challenge. Benadryl challenge on TikTok is dangerous. Dangerous? Dangerous, experts say. Yeah, it doesn't take a fucking expert. Let's see. Taking too much Benadryl can kill you. No fucking shit. But some teens and children are intentionally overdosing on the over-counter antihistamine that's part of a social media challenge. You know what I say to that? Good. The situation has concerned officials at the FDA enough that they issued a warning saying that serious problems can occur if you ingest too much. Let's see. In August, a 15 reportedly died doing the Benadryl challenge. No shit. Let's do the fucking heroin challenge, boys. Grab your needles. Let's see how much heroin we can get in our systems. Experts say that the heroin challenge is bad for you. No shit. Oh, man. These fucking stupid people. Don't get sucked into crowd pathology. Think as an individual like me. A narcissistic, vain, self-focused fucking individual. My God. You don't see me taking Benadryl at the fucking exponential level. Oh man, these fucking kids. It's like they've got nothing else to do. It's like everyone wants to fit in and be famous. Everyone wants to fit and be famous. Well, it's oh, these stupid fucking kids. What do you say? I mean, I'm a kid. I'm 25, but I'm not fucking shoving Benadryl down my throat, taking bottles of Benadryl. Oh, man. What do you do? What do you say? All right, for all you young kids out there, I just want to say there's no hope for you. No, there is. Get off TikTok. Maybe not get off TikTok, but I'm off TikTok. I would say get off TikTok. Fuck TikTok. That's just me, though. Because nobody liked my videos, man. It didn't make me feel good. Yeah, I can't do I can't do the TikTok. The TikTok, sound like an old person. And there's something about like a 5-second clip of some 17-year-old dancing that gets 100 million views that makes me just go, what the fuck? Why? You don't even have to be good at anything anymore. You don't have to be... Everyone's a fucking genius. Everyone's brilliant. Everyone's included. Everyone's good. Here's your participation trophy. It's like, geez, how fucking incompetent do you want people to be? Huh? Huh? Oh, man. All right, I'm going to wrap up this motherfucker. Thanks a lot for tuning in to episode number 3 of The Trevor Ohlsen Show. Again, please go support the podcast. Please. I'm begging you. If you want to go support the podcast, you know where to go. Website, yep. Patreon, yep. Reach out to the show at thetrevorolsenshow@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you guys. Take care of yourselves. Fucking eat good food. Go for a run. Fucking jerk off a bit so you stop wanting to fuck that one girl who you actually don't like. You just want to fucking come. Yeah, back off on the sugar. And the booze and the cigarettes. The cigarettes. You guys have a great fucking rest of your day, motherfuckers. And I will see you guys, what day is it? Saturday. So I'll see y'all, because I'm from the South, and I like to say y'all, even though I'm about as far fucking north as I can be. Yeah, I will see you guys soon. So take care of yourselves. Love you guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you soon.